So in 2013, when Isaac came home really struggling from PTSD and his brain injury and chronic pain, I was trying to help him. And I didn't realize that caregivers actually start to have negative health outcomes just like their veterans because they are starting to can take on some of those same symptoms. And so I was able to find Wounded Warrior Project, and I started going to the events first myself. I attended some family support dinners. I was able to find out about Warrior Care Network through that first family support dinner and make one of my best friends at that dinner as well. I remember distinctly about a year later, Isaac was like, I can see you're doing better. He said it gave him hope that he could get better too. I think he just thought Warrior Care Network was going to be like the other treatments. I explained it to him that it was 3 weeks of intensive treatment, but it was outpatient. I can't imagine how my husband has felt over the years to feel like you're so stuck and nothing's working. And that's the point that I was at, that I was willing to leave our kids through 3 weeks. I was willing to put my career on hold and do whatever it took to get my husband back. And to have me by his side still pushing and fighting for him, I think that meant a lot. Isaac had his own dedicated counselor for for those 3 weeks. He was really able to make progress seeing that counselor every single day through the program. With his counseling, there was homework every night that he had to do to work on those skills that he was learning with his individual counselor. Midway through the program, I could start to see, the light, turning back on, so to speak, in my husband's eyes. He started to have more energy and he was getting into the routine. And I think he was actually looking forward to it because he saw that it was helping. We had our marriage counselor that we met with every day to really work through the issues that we were going through. And she was able to help us work through a lot of issues, not just emotionally and communication-wise, but also just realistic, like day-to-day stuff we needed help with. We had a caregiver support group every day for an hour that we were able to talk specifically about caregiver issues and how to navigate through those. The biggest thing about Operation Mend was the fact that we got to do equine therapy. It was each of us working together with one horse, and we actually had a donkey who was very stubborn. And they took us through these different relationship building obstacles with the donkey. And so there was talking points on each obstacle, and the donkey would not move if we were not on the same page and if we were not communicating well. We would do art therapy, which is really awesome to kind of just express ourselves in a different way and express those feelings in a different way. And they would give us different fun projects like painting. We even did masks one time. So that was really cool to have that outlet at the end of the day when we were all kind of, a little tired and stressed out. And then we would have free time to kind of explore the campus of UCLA, get dinner. Each couple got paired with a family, and they would sometimes take us out on outings. So that was fun too, to just explore the city and go to the beach. And it gave us an opportunity to really just discover each other again and learn each other again and find new activities that we could do together. This was another huge benefit that I've not seen in other programs. Warrior Care Network follow-up care was phenomenal for a whole year. We're able to really work on continuing the services that we had out there when we got home, because they understood that, yes, this is a great 3-week program, but you have to still continue and do the work when you get home. They coordinated us doing the equine therapy with a local equine therapist. And so we started going to that as much as we could because it was a good way to bridge the gap from coming back home from UCLA. We felt really good when we first got home. I think our kids really started to notice a difference in both of us, how we were interacting with each other and also, just individually. There's been a lot of couples that I've come across, especially caregivers, when I start to hear some of their story and where they're at with their spouse and their marriage. I'm able to tell them how Warrior Care Network has changed our marriage and our lives. And when I tell them that it's a 3-week program, they're like, well, how can you do that? I'm like, how can you not? If you need the help, it's worth it.